What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're going to love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome in to episode number 551 of Underground Sports Philadelphia, presented by the City of Vineland. It is KB coming at you from Underground Studios, fresh off a PLL weekend where I was getting complimented in press conferences and watching some of the best lacrosse players on the planet, and then coming home to a beautiful Phillies series win. We'll get into that faux show. But joining me, as he has since football season on these Sunday into Monday shows, and as he has done an admirable job filling in on the Wednesday live shows as well, the one and only People's Champ, host with the most, because he takes no nights off, Mr. Patty Pitts.
We take no nights off here in the Pitts Cave down in the underground. It's good to be back. I like the Sunday episode too because I just kick my feet up. I have another day off tomorrow of work, so I can go a little bit later.
I thought smart, no free ads, Rosart, and took the day off tomorrow.
Oh, smart. Okay. So I kick my feet up. We're going to talk some Philly sports, do our usual segments on a Sunday, and then we're going to see who's horny. So I'm kind of excited for that.
What an unbelievable one-liner.
Think of people listening, you're going to be like, wait, what? And then that's how we get
people who haven't listened in the last 3 episodes, or the people that only listen when Matt's on, are going to be like, what the fuck?
What are we doing? Whoa!
What is wrong with this show? This not my underground. That was unbelievable. You said it with such a straight face, too. That was what made it. That's what made it. If you're not watching on YouTube, you should.
No, this is why you gotta subscribe and watch.
Oh, that's how you come in to start a week. All pun intended there. Horny, come in.
Oh, my God. Oh,
cheers to the freaking weekend, baby.
Cheers.
Oh,
Cheers, mate.
Man. We're going to get into the Phils. We're going to get into the NFL jersey sales from the month of June, because we forgot to do that last episode. BBall Paul signed immediately after we finished recording because Daryl Morey waited until the 11th hour to tweet the Out the Mud gif. But hey, BBall Paul is back. And we will also talk about Deebo Samuel being just a certified loser. Cue the SpongeBob video. Loser.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Half of our audience right now.
What are we?
We're going to get into all that and a whole lot more. Plus, Philadelphia Union, 3rd place, baby, going into the All-Star break. That's what we love to see from our Union. But before we get into all of that, make sure you guys are following us on the socials. That includes Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok at UndergroundPHI, Facebook.com/UndergroundSportsPHI, Twitch.tv/UndergroundSportsPHI, because this coming Wednesday, Matt will be back from the motherland and we'll be live on Twitch Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You won't want to miss it. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311, Instagram Threads, KBIZZLE11, and on TikTok at KB Underground. You can follow Pitts on Twitter at Pat_Pitts, and on Instagram and Threads at Pitsy35. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast feed as well. Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts, we're there. Leave a 5-star rating and review. It goes a long way for helping this show continue to grow. Helps more people find Underground Sports Philadelphia. Helps more people find our entire network of podcasts. When you search Underground Sports Philadelphia on your podcast app of choice, they'll all show up. So go subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. seen a huge. I'm gonna put this out there for the people. Maybe the advertisers will hear this, Pitts. Our downloads in the last month are up 902%.
That's a big number. That's a big number.
902%.
I think that's the champs effect, if we're honest. Because who's been here this
We're out
entire
here.
run? That's what I'm saying.
We're
It's a
out
champions
here.
effect.
We're
That's what
out here
happens.
doing the damn thing. So go subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend, because the audio version of the podcast is just as important as the video version, which is on youtube.com/@undergroundsportsphiladelphia. That's where you get full video episodes of this show twice a week. You get full video episodes of every podcast on our network. Live streams, original video content, shorts, clips, interviews, all that good stuff is all on our YouTube channel. Pitsy, I got to tell you, brother, we're closing in on that partial monetization number. We're closing in, people. We are oh so close. We are like 38 hours away of watch time from partial monetization.
It's barely 2 days.
Now, partial
Barely.
is beautiful, but we also need to get to full monetization on the YouTube channel, which means you all at home need to subscribe to the channel. We're at 515 subscribers. We need to get to 1,000 before September 4th, which is DJ's birthday, my beloved co-host of the Outside the Box podcast. If we don't get there, DJ has to move to Alaska, and I will never forgive you all for making him move to the Northern Lights. So go subscribe, be a friend, tell a friend,
Don't do that.
let everybody know that we need 1,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel in less than 2 months. Otherwise, one of our own is going to have to move to the ice-cold ice box of Alaska.
Dude, you know how far that is from everything we're trying to do? He's already far enough.
He's
Why
already
we got to
far.
push him
You
far?
think Kalamazoo is
farther?
cold?
Alaska.
I stand corrected, Pitts. We're at 516 subscribers now.
Okay, good. Good.
People
But
are
still, we got to get up,
people
though.
tapped in. Well, I found out from Christian this week. You'll see the clip later this week. Because when Christian was giving our patented spoiler warnings during streamer season, apparently people were pirating our YouTube channel. It's a whole thing. You got to go watch streamer season to find out.
They're pirating our YouTube?
Apparently our podcast is on the black market, and they're illegally streaming our YouTube videos.
So
That's why you got to subscribe.
Yeah, so subscribe on the black market, the regular market. Like, we should just always be subscribing. I don't care where you're watching it.
Anywhere you get YouTube, you should be subscribed.
Just subscribe. That's all. I don't care where you're
We're at
watching it.
2,962 public watch hours. We need
Okay.
3,000 to hit partial monetization, which means when we get partial monetization on the channel, everybody, let this be known. More live streams will be coming to our YouTube channel because that's what partial monetization does a lot for. So we'll be live streaming more on YouTube.
What are we doing? Like, come
It's
on.
a win-win for everybody. So go subscribe on the YouTube channel, smash the like button, ring the bell icon, comment down below your thoughts on everything Pitsy and I discuss on tonight's episode. And of course, like I mentioned, this podcast, as we've gone off the rails already because we're 10 minutes in and we haven't even given a shout out to our presenting sponsor, the City of Vineland. The City of Vineland, our own city, getting behind us. And we couldn't be more thankful as my internet decides to just load really slowly. And City of Vineland, baby. Don't worry. We're dropping the ad read for you guys. Let it be known.
Let it
Eh?
show. Let's.
Eh?
Is it there?
Eh?
Slowly,
Well, before
but
I
sure.
get to our presenting sponsor, big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. As I pull the City of Vineland ad read up. See, this is why physical ad reads are still important, everybody.
Physical paper is very important. I know online's great and it's easy to access, but there's nothing like having the physical thing there.
There it is. And you know what's great? The City of Vineland Municipal Calendar, because it features city-organized, city-sponsored, and city-affiliated events that are of public interest. I'm going to be in contact with our awesome mayor, Anthony Fanucci, this week, trying to get us to do a on-location podcast from National Night Out next month, trying to get that going down. It'd be a huge thing for the brand. And that's probably going to be in the City of Vineland Municipal Calendar. The calendar, which is accessible at vinelandcity.org, is a good way for residents and visitors to build awareness, remain engaged with city government, and participate in local events. You can also follow the City of Vineland on social media via their Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube pages. Through these tools, you can stay connected to the community and get important announcements about programs and services offered by the city. Finally, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And be sure, guys, get your merch. Get your merch. phiapparel.co is the website. They are the best in the game with their unique designs for not only Philly sports fans, but Underground Sports Philadelphia fans, because it is the exclusive home to all of our merch for all of our podcasts. You're going to stand out in the crowd, whether it's at Citizens Bank Park watching the Phils, go take 3 out of 4 from the Padres, whether you're at your local dive bar, whether you're at home with the fam, going out with your lady, going out with your man, you're going to stand out in the crowd with your merch from PHI Apparel Company. Go to phiapparel.co, and our listeners can use code UNDERGROUND for 10% off any and all merch orders. It includes if it's our merch, if it's exclusive PHI Apparel Company merch, it all works with our promo code UNDERGROUND for 10% off any and all merch orders. It's free shipping, and if you get our merch, it's the most effective and direct way to support everything we're doing. You can also get merch. They got the Bryce Harper, oh my God, Kyle Schwarber home run from the playoffs face last year. They got Mr. Met getting choked out by the Fanatic. Get your Eagles merch, the Philly Dog shirt that we collabed with PHI Apparel Company, designed by your boy. Go get that thing, because that is going to be hot, super hot fire come football season. I'm tempted to buy another one of those shirts, Pitts, and make it a sleeveless.
Ooh,
with
that's
the
actually
Philly
not
Dogs.
bad. That's not a bad idea. I like
And
that.
mission this football season, as I throw my pen, is to get Nolan Smith and Jordan Davis and why am I blanking on his name? Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Basically, all the Georgia boys. All the
Jordan
Georgia
Davis,
boys.
Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean, and then who was our first-round pick this year?
It was Jalen Carter.
Jalen Carter is who I'm forgetting. And Nick Sirianni. I want to get them all Philly Dog shirts. So.
Ooh, that'd be really cool. They'd love that.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
And Kelly Ringo once he signs his contract. So go to phiapparel.co, use code UNDERGROUND for 10% off your orders. Now that we're 12 minutes into the podcast, let's get into it. Phils take 3 out of 4 from the Padres this weekend at home because, Pitts, say it with me.
Because that's what's in.
Padres' first game,
Unreal.
they take that one, and then the Phils win the next 3. They sweep the rare built-in doubleheader, which is such a rarity for the Phillies. Don't know if that's ever been done before that they swept a doubleheader.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But they do the damn thing, take 3 out of 4 from the Padres, continue climbing up the ladder in the wild card race in the National League. Just a beautiful display by the Fightin' Phils. They go out there, do the damn thing. They win in 12 innings today.
Yeah, it was a long one.
Just an amazing effort by the Phils coming out of the break. Much needed win, too. Like, you kind of put the nail in the coffin on the Padres this year, which is a great thing. Make them sellers, kick them out of the wild card race, and it's one less team you have to worry about.
One less team you have to worry about to the playoffs, too. And thinking on the other side of things, you make them sellers, so then you actually can make the possibility of Juan Soto potentially being a Philly within the next year or so a reality. And I think that's what I would love that at this point, just for the sheer chaos factor. But yeah, I was looking at the Padres roster today in the box score, and I do not understand how they're this bad.
It's crazy. They have a who's who that if it was 2015, their roster would be stacked.
Like World Series bound easily.
Gary Sanchez, who has turned Blake Snell back into a Cy Young winner somehow. They have Matt Carpenter. I was like, he's still in baseball? I saw him like on deck today. I was like, what?
Jesus.
Rougned Odor is on their team.
Oh, I know him.
And then obviously, they signed Xander. They have
Juan
Fernando.
Manny Machado.
That's a 2015 like juggernaut team.
Oh my God, that's like you make that team in the show or something. How are you not?
Darvish is on their team,
dude. How are you
Josh
not?
Hader.
Like, how are you not going at least with 110 wins in a season?
They're 44-50 this year.
That is so fucking disgusting.
With a plus 36 run differential.
That's what I call nonsense, though. So That's
Oh, it's
ridiculous.
great. Phil's, though, nice little update here. Even in the loss column with that stupid Miami Marlins team.
Oh, good. Okay, good. Things are starting to get
One
back to
game
normal.
back of second place in the division. But again, taking 3 out of 4 from the Padres is fantastic coming out of the break. Getting back on track and now on a 3-game win streak too, going into whatever the next matchup is. I'll pull up who they play next because your boy got a new phone, everybody, and I'm transferring the data over. First new phone in 5 years, so.
Yeah, Kyle, tell the peeps what you still had on your phone that
I
is
still have a
now
home
rendered
button.
obsolete. There it
Still have
is.
a home button. Home button and a overheating battery. That
Oh my
burns
God,
me
dude, that
if
is
I'm using too many apps at once.
that's a deadly combination right there.
But I mean, this series showed, because now with the Marlins having lost 3 in a row, how important those 2 series you've played already against the Marlins have been. And you're 2-4 against the Marlins this year. Imagine you flip that. You win 2 more of those games and you're 4-2 against them. You're ahead of them in the standings now.
Second place, yeah.
That's how important these divisional games are this year because of how they linked up the schedule and all the interleague play that's going on this year.
Mm-hmm.
You have to beat your opponents in your division, whether it's the Marlins, the Mets, the Nationals. Like, those games are so important. Like, we've dubbed it, Matt and I, before him and my sister went on their honeymoon, like we said, the Braves are not your competition anymore until the playoffs. Like, the Phillies should not be hyper-focused on the Braves as much as they should be on the Marlins, as they should be on the Mets, on the Nationals, on the Reds, the Brewers, the Giants, the Diamondbacks, the Dodgers. Like, those are the teams you need to focus on. And coming up this week, too, big series against the Brewers. Like, they're a team that's also in the race for the wild card and trying to win their division, too, and they're seesawing with the Cincinnati Reds. New phone is going crazy. Don't know what's happening here. What?
Well, how long is the update going to take? What's it saying?
Unable to complete data transfer. The connection to your other iPhone was lost. Reset iPhone to start setting up again.
Well, you have good Wi-Fi, so you can just connect that real quick and get it over the way.
You're so funny.
I try. I really do. That's what Champ does.
Hilarious. It's hilarious. But you're playing the Brewers upcoming this week, and luckily the Phillies are at home, too, so that's a big bonus for them. They always play better at home. Don't know what's happening here.
You got a lot of Wi-Fi network issues there.
A lot of stuff going on. Don't know what's happening.
At least your sports are doing well, because Boston sports suck right now. So I am all in on talking about Philly sports for the foreseeable future.
But you have this big series against the Brewers now, and they're, like I said, seesawing back and forth with the Reds for standings in the NL Central between wild card and winning the division. So that's a team that you have to beat. You have to beat these teams that are not just in your division, but that are fighting for wild card spots and trying to jump ahead of you to get into the playoffs and everything. So this Brewers series is arguably just as important as this Padres series was. You have to at least, bare minimum, take 2 out of 3 from them.
Now, who's someone on the Brewers that you is like a threat in this series that could kill you guys?
Really, the only player that's been having a great season for them has been Christian Yelich.
Okay.
He's kind of had a bounce back year for them, of all guys, surprisingly, when he's kind of been like a corpse the last couple of years.
Yeah. Okay. Like their pitching, like I just feel the Brewers are very mid franchise like team right now, but
yeah, they're weird. They have a -8 run differential and they're 52-42.
That is weird.
Make that make sense, everybody. Make that make sense.
Like, so their pitching is not good.
Correct. Pitching's not
That's
great.
what I'm gathering.
They let up a lot of runs, so they're beatable. Like, you should be able to beat the Brewers.
Yeah.
Now, biggest thing will be Aaron Nola on the mound and him hopefully not having a Jekyll and Hyde type start and being the Aaron Nola we know he can be. That's going to be important in this first game against the Brewers.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So
Agree
I
with
mean,
that.
you look at the standings right now. Phillies wild card wise. Let me pull that up here because I just have the divisional standings going. Looking here. So wild card wise, right now in the National League, it's the Giants, the Marlins, the Diamondbacks, and then a half game back are your Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah, and that's a half game. That's basically everyone's in the same boat.
Yeah.
Like no one's really leading at this point. It's just
Yeah, the Marlins and the Giants are a half game up on the Diamondbacks, who have been on a monster slide. The past
Ooh.
10 games, they're 2-8 in their last 10, lost
Ooh.
4 straight. So they've kind of fallen out of the division race. Not too much, but you know, when the Dodgers are in your division, you can't really let them take a hold of things. But the Phillies are right there. And I mean, a series against the Brewers can do a lot for you in the standings. You can knock them down a little bit, give the Reds some breathing room to take over the division again if they so choose. And then the Brewers get knocked down, just like you did to the Padres this week.
Yeah, just all about knocking down the people in the wild card race. Just winning those series against them are where you need to
Realistically,
put your
right now,
focus
and
on.
yes, it's a long season in baseball, obviously, and there's a lot of things that can change, that will change. Right now, realistically, it's a 5-team race for the NL wild card. It is the Giants, the Marlins, the Diamondbacks / Dodgers, however you want to chop that up, the Phillies, and then between Cincinnati and Milwaukee, like whoever isn't there.
Yeah,
Those
that's
are
like a
the teams. So
7
7
yeah.
teams there. Because the next team in line after the Reds right now in the wild card standings is the San Diego Padres, and they're 8 games back of a wild card.
Oh, that's pretty steep. You haven't got to the double digits yet, but yeah, 8's a lot to come back from.
8's a lot, and then you're followed by the Mets, who are 8.5. The Pirates are 10.5, and then the Cardinals and Nationals and Rockies are all dead.
Yeah, the Rockies are just a team you hear nothing about. They did walk off against the Yanks today, though.
Yeah, they took care of the Yankees this week, which was
Let's
very
go.
hilarious. As my new phone is asking me to facial ID, so we're gonna do a live face ID.
Oh, a live face ID.
Show off.
Love this. Yep, get
Cut
all the
still.
angles, Kyle. All those angles.
Boom.
Boom,
We
we're in
love doing
there.
a full-on reset.
In there like swimwear.
Now, the last time I was trying to do this was transfer from iPhone. So transfer directly, so this iPhone will be ready with your data when you finish setting up, or download from iCloud. You can start using your iPhone in about 15 minutes. Your data will download later over Wi-Fi.
I don't trust the Wi-Fi, but
That's what I'm saying. I was trying to do transfer from iPhone last time, and that's when it was like, oh, we lost connection to your phone. I think it was because I reset the Wi-Fi, though.
that makes sense.
So
It probably got
like,
confused.
oh, you lost your Wi-Fi, you bozo.
Bozo.
Great job by the Phillies, though, to take care of business. 3 out of 4 against the Padres. Marlins lost 3 straight now, so that's huge.
Back to Marlins things. Good.
And then the Marlins, they play the Cardinals upcoming, so that's not really ideal because the Cardinals absolutely stink on ice. But we're in trade deadline season, Pitsy.
Mm-hmm.
We're 15 days or 16 days away.
From what? The deadline? He's gone.
I have no idea what just happened.
I have no idea what you just said.
Sweet. We're about 15 days away from the trade deadline, which is huge. You know, we're in trade deadline season. We're getting some rumors swirling that I don't like, Pat. That I don't like. And you see, I used your first full Govey name because I don't
dude,
like
what?
it.
You didn't even address me as Champ or Pitts, or I would have preferred Pitts, honestly, over Champ. But
And it's about my 2 guys that I really want on this Phillies team that play for the Chicago Cubs. Marcus Stroman, Cody Bellinger.
yeah, we did mention them last week.
Being targeted, both by a team that I can't stand, that you can't stand, that everybody in Major League Baseball can't stand.
The Yankees?
You're close. It's
The Mets?
It's a team that owns the Yankees. Who would have thought you'd utter those words in this day and age? But George Steinbrenner just rolled over in his grave. The Houston Astros.
Oh, ew. 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 I'm watching the Astros right now. Like, ew. I don't like
The
any of
Astros have been linked to both Cody Bellinger and Marcus Stroman, and for Stroman, the Toronto Blue Jays also showing interest in their former pitcher. You should have never got rid of him if you're showing
Yeah, what do you
your former player.
can't go back to your ex after that long.
Should have kept him around. What are we doing here?
Come
Stroman
on.
is he's such a Phil. Like, and I just cannot fathom him not being a Philly.
It would really
makes me
help.
Sick.
You would really improve your pitching too. Like, really improve it.
He'd be a perfect starter in the rotation, which we mentioned when we brought him up last time. There's a lot of people on the internet who I'm ready to fight to talking about, I would trade Alec Bohm for Nolan Arenado in a second.
It's not a very boomery.
Get out of here. Get out of here. I've also been told by fans of the show that we need our good pal and still vying for a job at our company, one Delco Danny, to address the Nolan Arenado.
Yeah, I haven't seen Danny in a little bit. I like to hear
you
from him.
might see Danny on TikTok and Instagram addressing the Alec Bohm for Nolan Arenado dipshit trade requests.
See, I'd like to know his opinion over the talk radio callers. So
yeah, a lot of our fans were saying they need to hear Danny pronounce Arenado.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that. He's gonna have a tough time. That's gonna be a tough time for him.
We'll
I'm excited.
See what happens there. Here's our stance. Stay the fuck away from our sweet baby boy Alec Bohm.
Yep. Champ agrees.
Absolute bozos. Pitsy, shall we get to one of your favorite segments we do?
Oh please, I'm already thinking of numbers.
You sounded like an old Italian.
I'm already
the lottery. It's the NL East and Major League Baseball run differentials. It's brought to you by our awesome friends over at Wasted Wedge. A new age of golf has arrived, and if you're looking to be the talk and envy of your group and create memories with your friends and family, look no further than the lineup of Wasted Wedge products and merchandise. These Wasted Wedges are a blast to drink shots out of on and off the course, and you guys can check them out at wastedwedge.com or find them on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads at Wasted Wedge. Be sure to follow them. Tell them you're coming from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Check out their full lineup of products, from the Wasted Wedges themselves, their merch, apparel, all that good stuff. WastedWedge.com, and follow them on social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Threads at Wasted Wedge. It is the run differential segment, Pitsy. First official one out of the All-Star break. So we finally have some numbers changes. We start in the NL East as we always do. I switch back to the regular season standings from the wild card standings there. Looking at the Atlanta Braves, Pitts in first place at 61-31. Lost 2 in a row though. The Chicago White Sox take.
Oh, they lost today. Oh, all right. I was watching that for a little bit.
Low Braves, if you will. Braves though, 514 runs scored, the most in the division by a wide margin. What's their run differential, Pitsy?
Positive, I'm assuming.
Oh, 100%. Very positive at that.
I'm going to go 80. And I'm going to go 88.
I'm going to have to ask you to do a little more addition because it's plus 148.
Oh, they're like there. Oh, okay. Yeah. They're like there. Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah. Then we have the dumbest franchise in the National League, the Miami Marlins, at 53-42, leading in that wild card. They've scored the second fewest runs in the division at 397.
I'm going to go -3. I don't care. That's just what screams to me.
-10.
That what?
-10.
It makes no sense.
Their expected win-loss right now is they are 53-42. Their expected win-loss is 46-49.
Dude, I don't like. How are you second in your division with that record and you let up 10 more runs and you score? Like, what?
Mhm.
Baseball makes no sense.
Then we move to our Philadelphia Phillies, now at 51-42 after a great weekend at home against the Padres, because that's what's in. 7-3 in their last 10. They've scored the second most runs in the division at 426. Pitsy, what's the
Okay.
fight and Phil's run differential?
I'm gonna go. I don't think it's that high. Go plus 14.
So close. Plus 12.
Oh,
Right there.
right there. It was close.
Then we
It
move
was.
to the Lowell New York Mets at 43-50. 8.5 games back in the wild card. 18.5 games back in the division. They've scored the third most runs in the division this year. But Pitsy, there's only two teams that are positive in the NL East in their run differentials, and we've named them both already. So the Mets have to be negative. What do you have the Mets at?
No way they're lower than the Marlins. They are. No way. Minus 18. Minus 20. No, final guess, minus 22.
I wish it was that. They are a minus 12. They are the complete opposite of the Phillies. The inverse, if you will.
Oh, okay.
At a minus 12. And it's very hilarious, too. The expected win-loss for the Phillies is 48-45. The expected win-loss for the Mets is 45-48. Inverse. Lol Mets.
That's unbelievable.
Lol Mets.
would not
Then the
wanna be
stolen franchise Washington Nationals at 37-56, dead in the water. Least amount of runs scored in the division this year at 390.
Negative 35.
I'm going to give you a hint and let you re-guess. It's a number you've mentioned in this segment so far.
Negative 22?
Just negative.
So the okay. So it's negative 88.
Yep. And the crazy part is that's not even close to the worst in the National League, because when we move on down to the worst in the National League, it is still that stupid franchise who their media people are still trying to create beef and tension with the Phillies. Like, get a grip, you're in last place, you bozos. The 36-58 Colorado Rockies have given up a whopping. They've given up more runs than the Braves have scored this year. The Braves have scored 514. The Rockies have given up 555.
55!
To give them a negative 144 run differential, the worst in the National League.
Ew.
Everybody else in that division in the positives. You flip to the NL Central. Everybody in the NL Central except for the third place 43-49 Chicago Cubs, who are a plus 21. Everybody else in the negatives. Because that's what's in.
That's terrible.
Terrible.
God.
Also, I love that we get to announce this here on the podcast. I know John Boy did this during their All-Star Break live show in Seattle. I am hereby pronouncing the St. Louis Cardinals 2023 edition dead. They're 40-53.
Oh, they're done.
Negative 28 run differential.
No, their season's over.
In last place.
Oh, you love to
The
see
Golden
it.
Boys. The team that gets compared to having the baseball version of the Patriot Way. The gold standard. St. Louis Cardinals. The illustrious Cardinals. They're dead. And you know who killed them? The Fightin' Phils.
They did. Well, they did. I hate it. I like seeing them in the World Series when we play them because you knew you were going to get a win. But yeah, I just don't see any prestige with the Cardinals, like, at all. You know,
they have the whole thing. They say the Cardinal way. It's the Cardinal way. That's how they teach in the minor league. The Cardinal way. And it makes me want to gag. The gagging way.
That's what we do here when we hear them. It's the gagging way. That's gross.
They went. Their season was like, it went like the arch, and then went splat,
Yeah, you got to grade them on a curve.
No curves here. It's like college. They don't give you a curve. Looking at your division with your Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, how
no
we
longer in the
doing?
basement. No longer in the basement are
I
the
know.
Sox.
Thank God. Thank you, Colorado.
Every team in the AL East, though, with 50-plus wins. Crazy.
That is
Competitive
crazy.
division. Don't look now, Pitsy. The Tampa Bay Rays only have a one-game lead in your division because the surging, white-hot Baltimore Orioles are on their tails.
Dude, I don't know what the Orioles are doing. I didn't even know they were good until now. Like
Everyone in your division with a positive run differential. Tampa Bay with the best run differential in your division, though, at plus 152.
Oh, wow.
And then moving to your Boston Red Sox, a plus 32 run differential for the 50
Not bad.
Sox.
Not bad. I'll take that.
Then we move to the dumbest division in baseball, the AL Central, where everybody's in the negative except for the 48 and 46 Minnesota Twins, who have a plus 32 run differential.
Interesting.
The Kansas City Royals, second worst team in baseball, only behind our beloved Oakland A's at 27 and 67. Pitsy, they have a negative 158 run differential.
Well, let me guess the A's.
Texas Rangers, best run differential in baseball at a plus 159. And then we move to the 25 and 70 Oakland Athletics.
Okay, I'm gonna get a nice number. Okay, is it in the 200s?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Well, firmly entrenched.
Firmly entrenched.
Firmly grasped in their hands.
Wow, you guys
Talk
suck.
about horny.
I think they're too horny if they're this bad. All right, they're just not finding that balance. I'm gonna go firmly entrenched. I'm gonna go 267.
You are so fucking close.
Negative, obviously.
Negative 253. And you know who the Oakland A's are playing to start off this new week?
Tampa Bay Rays.
Your Boston Red Sox.
Oh, thank God. Let's bury them.
They're already buried. It's like,
Let's
stop. They're already
No, we're
dead.
just going to keep piling the dirt. Just making sure they can't wake up. Just keep piling that dirt.
Up. Wake me up inside.
Wait, save me.
So there is your run differentials across baseball and the NL East, of course, brought to you by our friends at Wasted Wedge. Pitsy, we got to talk some more Nicky C. Scooby-Doo.
He's out.
Scooby-Doo, the rally, being the rally cry of this Phillies team this year, could be one of my favorite character arcs of all time.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to be on my 2023 bingo card, but I'm all for it because it's Nicky C. He's embraced it.
Scoop, we gotta get out of here.
And the amount of shit that you can do with it is incredible.
And Nick Castellanos is doing it the right way. He has partnered with, I'm blanking on the company, but we will put the link in the description because we support the boy. And if there's anything that is not our merch, if it's Nick Castellanos involved, we're behind it.
We're in.
Part of the proceeds are going to the SPCA in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. So great cause. We love the animals. And the shirt is basically Nick doing his patented unbuttoned jersey, and it reveals a Scooby-Doo dog collar.
That's absolutely incredible.
It's fantastic. I need it. I need 12 of them. We will put the link in the description. Support Nick. Support the SPCA. Adopt, don't shop. Because those animals need loving too. But somebody dressed up like Scooby-Doo the first game back from the All-Star break too in the stands out in right field.
Absolutely incredible. It must have been so hot in that suit.
So great.
Love of the game.
Roix Raggy?
It's one thing I can't do. I can't do a Scooby impression. I don't have a good Scooby impression.
That was like Scooby and Courage combined. Did you know they did a crossover straight to DVD movie with Courage and Scooby-Doo? Why was that not made when we were kids?
Oh, that sounds like
ultimate crossover event.
Oh, that would have been a great crossover episode.
Scooby
Cartoon
and
Network's
Courage,
Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
with the absolute maniacal villains that they put in Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh yeah.
And
It
letting
perfect.
Mystery Inc. solve that shit.
I don't know. Why are we? We should be leading the charge there. That should have been
Like, we're
shown
gonna
before
come
us.
up with some sick ass Nick Castellanos Scooby-Doo merch though too, along
Oh,
with
a PHI.
supporting the SPCA.
That's how we do it.
But just beautiful stuff, and that just shows how great Philadelphia fans are. First game back, somebody's already got a full-fledged Scooby-Doo costume, ready to rock and roll.
Best fan, one of the best fan bases, man. So loyal.
Roinks Reggie?
Yeah, that's
Like
him.
Zoink Scoob, we gotta get out of
here. That's dude. Those the live action ones
Do
were
you know who
so
directed
good.
those?
Oh, I think I do, but I forget the name off the top of my head. Who is it?
The one and only icon himself, James Gunn.
No way.
Yup.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. I would have not guessed that. That was not going to be in my...
I would, hypothetically, kill for them to make a third one of the live-action Scoobies.
But you need that same cast, and I feel like it's...
Run it back.
But how?
Run
They're
it
like
back.
ancient.
Run it back.
They're as old as the villains.
Run it back.
Well, it's going to be a little bit
You know
for
why?
that before that
That's
can
what's
happen.
in.
It's going to be a little bit before that happens.
For sure. But run it back.
Yeah,
Those movies were ahead of their time.
So good. Oh, we watched the first one on Netflix after coming back from the bar a
So
couple of weeks ago. Jimmy Kronk and I
Still holds
passing
up.
on each other as we watched it. It was adorable.
It's so
was
great.
awesome.
When Scrappy turns into one of those crazy ass
Dude,
monsters.
that's the thing too. The CGI in that was like again ahead of its time because it's a lot of those movies when you watch it now you're like, oh yeah, that's product of the time, whatever. But the CGI in that holds up today. Scooby looks very realistic. The fact that they made Scrappy from this little pup into basically the Great Khali, and he's just giant, and it didn't look
Scooby-Doo is one of the
terrible.
greatest franchises ever. Like from the live action to the original cartoon to What's New Scooby-Doo, a pup named Scooby-Doo, like the spin-offs, like they never missed.
What do you think they're in the category of? And not in by when I say this, I mean don't rank them, just say like top 5 of franchises that Scooby-Doo would be with.
I mean, like, I feel like Scooby-Doo's kind of in that Saturday morning cartoon, like.
Yeah,
film.
that's where I'm going.
It's top 5, easy.
I would go Scooby-Doo, SpongeBob because of longevity as well. Maybe for the nostalgia factor, Tom and Jerry because they were in for so long. I can't decide between Fairly Odd Parents or Jimmy Neutron. I would like
probably Fairly Odd Parents again for the longevity thing.
And I'm trying to think of a Disney one to wrap it all up.
See, that was the thing. Disney was like...
They didn't do cartoons.
You know what was a good Disney cartoon? The Lilo and Stitch show.
That was decent.
That was good because you saw more aliens.
You did. We saw a little bit more of the aliens.
And it delivered one of the greatest internet computer games of all time with the 625 Sandwich Stacker.
Oh, that dude. Disney
That
was
game
ahead of time for that
was
shit,
elite.
too. It was like the only cartoon, though. I remember like the
There's
Mickey's theater thing. Like Mickey Mouse had his
Yes.
own show.
Yes.
I used to watch
was a
that.
banger. Let me see. Disney
I don't-
Channel.
Like cartoons. Like Proud
They
Family
were
comes to
big on
mind.
the live action stuff. Kim Possible.
Oh, Kim Possible. No, I wouldn't put Kim Possible in Scooby-Doo's category.
No, but they had Kim Possible, Phineas and Ferb,
Phineas and Ferb, I
American
forgot.
Dragon Jake Long.
I didn't watch that. That was when I fell asleep.
Recess.
Recess was lit. Okay.
Recess was that show.
Recess was awesome. But see, those are just like, they're not on the caliber of cartoons like Nickelodeon produced or even Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I think mostly because Disney Channel really leaned into the live action stuff.
Really leaned into it, yes.
And they were all great. Like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place, Even Stevens.
Even
Boy Meets
Steven,
World.
dude, even Steven's movie was a banger.
Corey in
Eddie's
the
$1 Million
House. That's
Cook-Off.
so Raven. Yeah, they were big on like the Disney Channel original movies too.
Corey in the House. The Love of My Life. She was on there.
Another elite cartoon though from Disney. Proud Family.
Yeah, that's where I would say the Proud Family was one of their best cartoons.
Phil of the Future.
Phil of the Future was an underrated show. Very underrated. Hannah Montana.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire was great.
That'll launch its own movie.
What else was on here?
Yeah, it was just more like live actions, what I remember. Like they were big on the making the Disney Channel stars.
Boy Meets World is one of my top 3 shows of all time.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Like
that is
it's Survivor, Boy Meets World, Stranger Things for the boy.
It's a good 3.
Like during the Pandy Wandy, I sat and watched Boy Meets World. That was like my binge because it was on Disney Plus. So I just watched every episode, every season of Boy Meets World, and then bled into the Girl Meets World spinoff that they did on Disney Channel, which was for reboots' sake and like spinoffs of like stuff that they were like not really using original ideas for, but it was the same creator, so I was like, okay, I trust this.
Mm-hmm.
One of the better spinoff shows.
Oh, good.
Like,
okay.
Took a break, and because they brought back a lot of the characters and everything too, so it was a good spinoff. But yeah, that was Boy Meets World. Tears every time. That show makes me cry like a bubbling idiot.
Mr. Feeney!
Feeney!
Feeney! Feeney!
And I mean, the first episode of Boy Meets World is Corey wearing a Phillies jersey.
Oh, dude, come on, that's on brand, dude.
Because that show was set in Philadelphia.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Corey Matthews, Philadelphian, one of our own.
Damn, it's meant to be, man. It's just meant to be.
Yeah, because there was a whole episode where Corey's dad like let him stay up late to watch a Phillies game. And then
I love
Corey
those
was falling asleep in class, so then Mr. Feeney gave him detention. It's great.
Oh,
Mr. Feeney's an all-time TV character.
all time. I watched some of
time.
his quotes on, like, they have clips of his quotes on social media, whatever.
Did you know real life Mr. Feeney and then the character he marries in the later seasons of Boy Meets World, they're actual husband and wife?
Oh,
real life.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That
Great.
just makes it even better.
I also
That's
just
incredible.
discovered that Jack, who is Sean's stepbrother in the show, the real life Jack, has a podcast with his 2 actual brothers. And it's called Podcast of Brotherly Love.
That's awesome. Check that out.
And that's your show run. Go subscribe to Streamer Season.
Yeah. Jeez, I gotta watch that. We gotta watch Quicksand. Like, we got a lot to. Oh, everyone.
Shout out Maddie Pitts.
Quicksand, AMC Plus, and Shudder. This week, or what is it? Sunday. So this
Every day.
week,
Every day.
every day, just watch it. Take no nights off and watch it.
Watch it.
It's about Quicksand. A couple goes to Colombia for, I forget what the event is. Stop talking, Apple Watch. And they go to Colombia for some wedding or something, or I forget what the party is, and they get trapped in quicksand, and the story is about them getting out of it. It's very dark, but it's very good. So shout out Matt, first movie. My brother.
Lead actress is voice actor from Encanto.
Exactly, bringing it back to Disney. That's what I mean. Like, there's some star power in this. And
yeah.
So go check it out.
That we posted on Streamer Season was sick.
Oh, dude, I was caught right after that. I was like, all right, I need to see what the hell this movie is.
Director liked the post on Instagram.
He's a good dude. Andre's pretty cool.
But yeah, Nikki C, Scooby-Doo, and go get those shirts and support the SPCA. Pitts, let's move on from a true dog to someone who's being a baby back bitch.
Oh, okay, good. I this is where I'm gonna get all my anger out because this was painful to listen to.
It's brought to you by our friends over at Kenwood Beer, the official beer partners of Underground Sports Philadelphia. And there's news, people. If you potentially are listening to a Philadelphia sports podcast here and happen to live in Pittsburgh, Kenny's are coming to you. That's right. Kenwood Beer coming to Pittsburgh.
It's Pittsburgh.
As of this Friday that just passed, 7/14, you can grab a Kenny at select locations in Pittsburgh. There's looks like 5 or 6 of them in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that you can grab Kenwood now.
Nice.
Shout out to the Yinzer. Shout out to my boy Wes Euler. He can now grab a Kenny in Pittsburgh. And of course, our Philadelphia audience can always grab a Kenny because they are Philadelphia's light.
It's always
beer.
Kenny season.
It's smooth, clean, and bright with taste to boot. Kenny is the routine choice of folks who want a balanced, flavorful, no-frills beer that's right for any occasion. Some call it the best light beer they've ever had, just like Mr. Pat Pitts.
It's really good. It's really good.
We just say you can't beat the original. It's 4.1% ABV, 120 calories, just 8 grams of carbs. Go to kenwoodbeer.com, use the all-new and improved Kenny tracker. See who's got Kenny's on tap in the Philadelphia area, now in Pittsburgh. You can also buy it at your local Philadelphia area liquor store. Must be 21 or older to do so. And, of course, please drink responsibly. Pitts, I can't believe we campaigned for this guy a couple years ago to win the Nickelodeon Most Valuable Player.
No, he's not a role model. He's not an MVP at all.
Deebo Samuel. Just a certified bozo. The 49ers have become the biggest crybabies since I don't know when, after the NFC Championship game, when we absolutely shellacked them on our way to Super Bowl 57. Trying to say, oh, if Brock Purdy played, things would be different. If we weren't so injured, things would be different. Well, you weren't, and he wasn't. So, hate to break it to you, you lost. Good day, sir. You lose. Deebo Samuel does a radio spot with Zach Gelb from CBS Sports Radio, nationally broadcast radio. Zach, Temple alum as well. He's from Philly. Brings up the Philadelphia thing because the 49ers players could not shut up about this all offseason long. Deebo wants to go full send. I don't want to talk about that. Just the most worse than Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, way worse. This was like a very disrespectful way to go about it, where Marshawn Lynch was just very stubborn about it. There's differences to it. And this just seemed like he knew he said something he probably shouldn't have, and instead of addressing it, like a man, he ran away from it and then just handed the phone to somebody else.
Own up to your statements, brother. It's not that hard.
Not hard.
You said it, wear it. Don't go back on your word. Don't try to change up the whole situation because you were talking that good shit all during Super Bowl media week, all off season. Now you don't want to bring it up.
And that's the thing that I want to was thinking about is that it's not something that they brought up and it's like, all right, you shouldn't have brought that up. That's on them. Like, you're not going to get an answer. But it's something that he was talking about openly about, and just
The
talking
whole
all that.
team was.
Not just him. It was everybody.
It's the whole team.
It's the whole team. So in that case, what I'm gathering from this is he just didn't want to face the fact that he probably put his foot in his mouth.
He got caught in 4K.
Yeah, he did.
We will have a deliberation on Wednesday night show when Matt gets back, and I inform him of this to determine whether or not Deebo Samuel is banned from this podcast.
Oh, yeah, that's not a champ decision.
We will have a
decision,
deliberation
KB.
and figure that out. Leave it in the YouTube comment section if you think Deebo Samuel should be banned.
Because we don't stand for that here in the underground. All right,
you own up to your words.
Own up to it. That's why we have mics in front of our faces. And we talk about that. And we get things going, balls rolling. And then we have a conversation. And then I just don't get it. It's just like, really, dude, you're going to pull this shit. And when I heard, I'm not kidding you, when I heard the woman's voice on the phone, I thought someone either got into your mic or someone was talking to you or my YouTube in the background was playing an ad. Like, it was so out of the blue.
Somebody who's done radio before, You
Yeah.
probably had like wartime PTSD.
Oh, I've had. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've had my moments where you have coached. My worst. Actually, I'll tell the story. So my first interview ever with a coach was at Quinnipiac volleyball coach, and I'm nervous as hell. Like this dude is a notorious asshole. Everything, and they haven't won a game. They didn't win that night. They were like the dumpster fire team on campus.
Mm-hmm.
So I go up. It's my freshman year. I go up to do this interview, by the way, in his office because he left the court too fast and just went straight up. And
I'm all the way up.
he asked for the questions before, not doing that. And then I asked two questions. He gave me the shortest, worst answers. And then when I said, all right, like he was like, all right, that's it. And I tried to say like, thank you, whatever, and he was already shutting the door in my face. So like this type of shit just pissed me off because listen, they know that you're in that position where you probably don't want to answer it. So just give them something or give them a little, hint within your answer. Being like, yeah, I said like all he had to do was say, yeah, I said that, I got a little bit too hot in my head and I was a little bit frustrated with everything, but a game's a game. We move on. There are things we should have done better in that game. All you could have had a very diplomatic answer and you went the, childish route of running away from it and just hoping it goes away on its own.
Yeah. Big time loser energy from Deebo. We don't tolerate loser energy here, so we will deliberate Wednesday night or at some time in the near future if Deebo Samuel is indeed banned from this podcast.
Yes.
Moving right along, NFL-wise.
Yes.
This came out a couple days ago. Friday. This came out, I think. Or no, a little bit earlier than Friday. About a week ago now. About a week ago. I love that. We both got that.
That was KK right there. We like that. We like that shit.
The top selling NFL jerseys in the month of June list came out. The top
Ooh.
10. Pitsy has not seen this list for everybody listening and watching. So I'm going to try to have Pitts, just like we did last week, guessing all the MVPs of the teams, their last MVP winners. I'm going to try to have Pitts guess the top 10 jersey sales for the month
in the NFL?
In the NFL.
All right, well, I can just knock off that definitely no Patriot was on that because not even star players want to play for the Patriots.
What? Well, technically you're correct, but
is it Tom Brady?
Tom Brady is on the list. His Bucs jersey at number 8. He is. I'll give you this too. He's the only retired player. Everyone else is active.
So I'm still getting over the fact that Tom Brady's still retired and people are just buying his jerseys. I don't. That's incredible. I'm gonna go. Jalen Hurts is on that list.
Jalen Hurts was the number 1 selling jersey in the month of June for NFL jerseys. Our boy Jalen Hurts, number 1 jersey in the NFL.
That's awesome. That's great. Mahomes on there at 3 probably.
Patrick Mahomes is actually number 4 on this list.
Really? Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons is number 3.
3?
That blew my mind.
Well, dude, those Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers fans are all over the world. So
yeah, Micah Parsons wants to be a Philadelphia athlete.
Yeah, he doesn't
so
want to
bad.
be. Yeah, he won't be a Cowboy.
So you've got number 1, you've got number 3, 4, and 8 so far.
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is on this list at number 5.
Haley Steinfeld's probably wearing that jersey. Goddamn Kate Bishop. Makes me so sad. But moving on to this, keeping here. All right, I gotta go receiver now. No, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson is not on this list.
Really? Okay, that doesn't shock me, but okay. Receivers.
I'll give you a hint.
Jamar Chase?
There are no wide receivers on this top 10.
Really? Okay. Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry is not on this list.
Herbert?
Justin Herbert, surprisingly, not on this list.
I'm trying to think of like players that in the summer people are buying their jersey. Like now. No shot Rodgers, right?
Aaron Rodgers' Jets jersey is number 2 on this list.
Number 2. That many people want to wear an Aaron Rodgers Jets jersey?
Aaron Rodgers, number 2.
Oh my God, that's disgusting. That is, just ruined my
That
fucking
didn't
mood.
surprise me as much because it is a new jersey.
2 shocks me. It's where it is. Yeah, whatever. Every New York Jet fan probably wants to have a jersey of an MVP quarterback that wasn't theirs. But the fact that it's at 2 is like, what the hell? Okay, interesting.
You've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8. So you're missing number 6, number 7, number 9, and number 10.
Is there a running back on the list?
There is a running back on the list.
McCaffrey?
Christian McCaffrey is number 10 on this list.
Is he the only running back on the list?
He is the only running back.
Okay, good.
Depending on who you speak to.
That's a very controversial topic right now. All right, so I need 3 more.
3 more. You still need number 6, number 7, and number 9.
It's definitely a corner.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's
I'll give you
quarterback
another
still?
hint. All 3 remaining jerseys are of quarterbacks.
Okay. Dak Prescott?
Dak Prescott is not on this list.
Okay, good. I'm happy about being wrong about that. Okay. No Lamar. I hope to God there's no Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson is not on this list.
Okay, good. Our morale is good. Jared Goff.
Jared Goff is not.
Trevor Lawrence.
Surprisingly, Trevor Lawrence is not on this list.
Tua?
Tua is not on this list.
Seen a lot of Dolphins topics on my Facebook. That's why I'm like curious about that. Okay, know that.
Russell Wilson is not on this list.
Derek Carr, the new team.
Derek Carr is not on this list.
Jeez, I'm running out of quarterbacks.
You're missing a big name one. And then 2 others.
Big name. Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Coupons is not on this list.
Who am I? I feel like I'm missing someone really big. Like really big.
You named his wide receiver earlier.
Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is number 6 on this list.
Okay, Joe Burrow. All right,
Now
so
you're just missing 7 and 9.
I think I've gone through every quarterback, it feels like. Not Trevor. No, I'm not even mentioning the Tennessee Titans. I'm so mad at them right now. Can I get a hint? Conference.
Both are in the NFC.
Both are in the NFC. That helps. No Dak. I already said Jalen. No shot, Danny Jones.
Danny Jones is not.
Thank God.
List.
Oh, I would be so mad. I don't even know who the Commanders quarterback is, so I don't think anyone else is buying their jersey. Panthers. Oh, is it a rookie? Is it CJ Stroud?
It's not CJ Stroud.
Oh, who's the other one? The other rookie?
The Panthers quarterback. Bryce Young.
Oh, Bryce Young is the quarterback. Okay.
CJ Stroud's with the Texans.
Oh,
Bryce
all
Young
right.
is number 9 on this list. So you're just missing number 7, as George Costanza once said.
Seven.
7.
Panthers. No, I said Brady. No, it's the only retired. Matt Ryan's retired. Who am I missing? Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray is not
Oh,
on this list.
Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is also not on this list.
The fuck, Jim? No, he's on the Raiders now. Who am I missing? The fact I got 9's pretty good.
You're missing one team in the NFC North.
I said Goff. I said Cousins. Oh, Fields. Justin
Fields is
Justin
number
Fields.
7 on the list.
That would make sense.
You're 1 through 10. Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, Micah Parsons, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Justin Fields, Tom Brady, Bryce Young, Christian McCaffrey.
Not bad. I think Rodgers being 2 is egregious, but
I thought Micah Parsons being 3 was wild.
Yeah, that's wild that he's 3. He is the best player I would say one of the best defensive players in the league, if not the best right now.
I wouldn't go that far. Aaron Donald still exists.
All right,
TJ
I'm going
Watt
more.
still exists.
Oh, I think Micah Parsons will be better than TJ Watt.
No.
Dude, Micah Parsons.
Have you seen Micah Parsons play against the Eagles?
I mean, I've seen him play. Period. He's
Shut
incredible.
it down.
TJ Watt got shut down too.
TJ
I think he only had 1 sack against the Patriots. You didn't get you didn't sack Mac Jones multiple times.
Still sacked.
I'm thinking he did. But not multiple.
I'm gonna pull that up.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that. Please tell me I'm not wrong. We can't have the champ be wrong right
He's
now.
got like 4 sacks against Mac Jones.
It was this year. Oh, he does.
Oh.
He's 4.
I'm looking it up right now. While I do this, I will let you rant about DeAndre Hopkins.
Oh man, this is bad.
Former rumored Eagle, DeAndre Hopkins.
Dude, this really hurt today. So, as we know, I work my early job and I'm up for like 20 hours on Saturdays, and I was just exhausted. So I slept the day away, and it was pouring rain. You don't need to do anything on rainy days. So I woke up around like 3:00, and I didn't go to Dunkin' because it's not that time of day. So I go to Burger King, and I look at my phone and see that DeAndre Hopkins is now a Tennessee Titan. 2 years, $26 million. I'm like, what happened? How do we drop the ball this bad on a guy? And the thing is there's so many issues I have with this, starting with the whole fact that he lied or the report wasn't true.
I also forgot TJ Watt was hurt last year and only played in 10 games.
So he didn't get to Mac. I don't think they played.
I was thinking of 2021 when he led the league in sacks with 22.5.
Okay. Oh fuck! Sorry, I just looked over and Alex Bregman just gave the Astros the lead. I'm pretty sure. So that's great. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins. I come back from Burger King, and the whole fact that pissed me off is he lied, or the reports lied about him wanting to play for a winning team and a good defense and a good quarterback or whatever, and just none of those things line up with the Titans' ideals or his values. So he took the money because they overpaid him. And the other element. I mean, but I won't go on the
age and everything.
Yeah, so I won't go on my Patriots rant about it because you'll have to go to the Gillette Gazette Thursdays at 8 on Stadium Rant YouTube to check that out. So I'll keep it here with the Titans aspect because I want your thoughts on this too. It relates to AJ Brown. You give away AJ Brown, so you trade AJ Brown.
Let's get it, my boy.
So you trade AJ Brown, who is would say like the D-Hop of his age right now, where he could be that next level guy.
Like, if I'm not mistaken, like 8 years younger than DeAndre.
That's what I'm, dude. That you're only proving my point. Is that he's on that upward trajectory where if he has like 5-6 good seasons, he could be in the same conversations as D-Hop, OBJ, all that. So you trade him to the Eagles.
AJ Brown is 26, D-Hop's 31.
Exactly. So boom. So you have him go to the Eagles traded, And then your offense sucks. You have I would say, a wasteland of an offense, and Derrick Henry is the lone soldier still standing. And then come in, you have a young quarterback, all that. Your defense is mid, and D-Hop goes there. Like, it doesn't make sense to me at all. Like, the Titans are not going to win the division. They're not going to take a wild card spot. Honestly, if he went to the Patriots, he would give the Patriots a very good shot because he's the final puzzle piece to that offense. So it just is a load of bullshit to me, this whole thing. And I'm just so pissed that I'm just saying words and they're not coherent, but I'm just, you get it. I'm just so fucking furious about it. This makes no sense.
Your boy Matthew Judon got roasted on the tweet machine.
Yeah, I was looking at the comment. Yeah, he said fake news. And
fake news.
Like,
and then he tweeted the gif of the, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm out here getting cooked.
Dude, he probably did it for a satirical factor. Oh my God. He probably did it for a satirical factor about like, yeah, it's fake news. That's my gimmick. And people just took that way too serious. Like, I don't think Matthew Judon is trying to spread. But yeah, I'm not happy, man.
T's and P's.
I'm not happy. Okay.
It's okay.
It's a bad day. It's a sad day.
It's great having a well-run football organization.
Yeah. I am slowly forgetting what that's like, so it's good to have you as a friend to keep me in the loop every week.
It's so great. It's so great knowing that I don't have to worry about the Eagles until the season starts.
Oh, I'm worried. We're getting worried.
It's great. Did you also see the video of David Montgomery getting absolutely yeeted by the workout bands?
No, I didn't.
Go to my Twitter. I quote tweeted it. I need your reaction.
Okay, live reaction.
I want to thank the Detroit Lions organization for sending DeAndre Swift home. Because David Montgomery got absolutely yeeted into the shadow realm by this workout band.
All right, you quote tweeted it.
Yeah, from my personal account.
Oh, I got it. Oh, Jesus.
Yeet.
Oh my God. So you got yanked into another dimension. Yeah, he was getting pulled back into the multiverse.
Banished to the shadow realm.
It's incredible. Oh, incredible.
Should have been me, not him.
Not him. Oh, incredible.
I was dying when I saw that. I said, thank you for giving us DeAndre Swift.
Yep.
Because if,
we're gonna have 1,000
if your running back is getting yoinked by a workout band like that,
bro, who lets that video go up?
Golly.
Idiots.
Since the last time we spoke, it was literally like an hour and a half after we ended our last recording, BBall Paul is out the mud as Daryl Morey waits until the 11th hour to get back at Danny Ainge and signs the restricted free agent offer sheet to keep BBall Paul in Philadelphia. BBall Paul said he never wanted to leave. He's glad that they matched. I truly don't think the Utah Jazz had any interest in BBall Paul. They were just doing it to fuck with Philadelphia and fuck with Daryl Morey. Because fuck Danny Ainge. Tyrese Maxey asking if he could get a hoodie from BBall Paul, the Out the Mud hoodies that he sells, was hilarious on Twitter. And BBall Paul quote tweeting and saying, shit, at this rate, the whole organization can get a hoodie.
That's incredible. That's awesome.
BBall Paul's here to stay. And I saw a tweet from Andrew Unterberger, who writes for the Rights to Ricky Sanchez, who said BBall Paul has become one of the most beloved cult hero non-process Sixers players of all time. And he's in the echelon of TJ McConnell and Mike Scott, and I couldn't agree more.
Wow. Those are big. Those are big shoes.
TJ had a cult following, had the moment where Joel's like choking him when he hits the game winner against the Knicks. And he's like the scrappy white guy on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Scott is obviously our guy. Also, we're recording this on Mike's birthday. Happy birthday to Mike
Happy
Scott.
birthday.
And BBall Paul, like out the mud. His name is B-ball. His name is basketball.
He is basketball.
Like
He is him.
He is the best backup center that Joel Embiid has ever had in his career. And to get him as the 58th pick in the draft when you drafted him, it was a no-brainer to match that offer sheet, and I'm so happy for B-Ball Paul. I'm happy he's here. He's a great fit for this team, and the contract is so like friendly. Like it doesn't deter you from being able to do anything in the future. So I love that B-Ball Paul is here to stay.
Yeah, he's a good
the
guy.
B-Ball Paul Patrick Beverly content we're potentially going to get this season is going to be off the walls.
Oh, outrageous. Oh, it's going to be some good content.
I also can't wait for the first like sideline video of Patrick Beverly and PJ Tucker like yelling like some junkyard dogs at somebody.
Oof. Yeah.
They're like the greasy dogs from Cat Dog.
It better not be my goddamn Celtics.
Oh, it's going to be.
Yeah, and it can't even be against Marcus Smart because he's in Memphis.
It's those two, and then Tyrese Maxey is like the golden boy is like they're like, yeah, what about it? Can't wait.
None of our guys who would get in their faces are here anymore.
I can't wait. It's gonna be so awesome.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I like Tatum, but Jaylen Brown, I'm not a fan of him getting into a scrap because he's mentally weak and cannot handle that. Yeah, I'm just calling how I see it.
No handles.
Oh, dude, it's like he dribbles on butter. It's literally like he's just wearing slips all around and no handles, can't control himself. It's
I think you'll agree with this. I saw a tweet that I retweeted it. Somebody said, I miss when AI just meant somebody was talking about Allen Iverson.
Dude, me too. Really, me too. There's so much talk about AI now. I miss the days where it was AI just crossing up people, not technology ruining the world. Michael MJ, the GOAT. So, Shohei Ohtani just scored, homered.
Our guy. Future Phil, question mark?
No, stop. No, you can have Juan Soto. We're going to take Ohtani, and then we're going to have the division from hell with both New York's, Philly, and Boston.
That's something we got to bring up, too, that got brought up during the All-Star break during baseball, to circle back to baseball. Apparently, after the Tampa Bay Rays stadium decision is made and the Oakland-Las Vegas A's situation is taken care of, baseball is going to be working on expanding to 32 teams.
So I'll switch up some divisions.
That just screams that article from The Athletic of realignment of divisions and going 4 teams in each division, which would bring the division from hell.
I need the division from hell. I think TV execs need the division from hell. Those games would be absolutely electric. I think we would commandeer and monopolize Sunday Night Baseball. You'd have to.
Sunday Night Baseball, Red Sox Phillies, only on ESPN. Sunday Night Baseball, Yankees Red Sox, only on ESPN.
None of that shit needs to go to Apple TV though. Okay. All right. Baseball.
Yeah, not until you pay the writers.
Yeah, pay the writers. Okay. It's cable network or nothing right now until this writer's shit gets
the Subway Series, only on Sunday Night Baseball.
Like, dude, there's just ESPN is going to monopolize Sunday Night Baseball on the GOAT division of the Phillies, Boston, and the trash bags from New York.
No other team is playing on Sunday Night Baseball except those 4.
Or if they do, they got to be playing one of those 4.
Yeah.
That's how you get in.
That's how you how you going to laugh from outside of the club? You can't even get in. Lego.
Oh my god! Oh, I need it. I
think the only other series that would be on there would be anybody playing the Dodgers.
I would give it to Giants Dodgers because that's the real rivalry. Padres, they're not in right now.
Angels Dodgers because that's like the
Angel. That's a Subway.
Mets.
That's a Subway type series. The Chicagos. You need the Chicagos. Any like inner city state rival, you just have to throw on.
Unless it's Nationals Orioles, keep that trash out.
Oh no, keep that on the CW, okay?
With Live Golf.
Put that shit on the CW UPN. What? Like, just keep it off my television.
The Orioles can stay as long as they're good. The Trashionals,
No,
get them
the
out.
Trashionals.
Get them out.
No, keep that shit to
Get them
yourself.
out. But baseball expansion. What 2 cities would you want to see Major League Baseball go to?
Nashville.
That's one of the big ones.
I feel like Vegas at this point.
Well, that's gonna be the A's.
That's gonna be the A's. So, they're gonna go 2 more.
Yeah, so it's gonna go to 32.
Okay, so we'll have 3.
The three
new
4
teams.
cities that are getting talked about are Nashville, Charlotte, or like North Carolina area, Montreal, and Portland. Those are the 4 like hot names in the streets.
Portland? No.
I think Portland is one of those things where it's if they do like the divisional realignment, it makes it easier for Seattle to have somebody to play.
True. But still, like, no.
And stuff like that. I think it's going to be Nashville and either Montreal or one of the
We'll see Montreal. Montreal makes sense because you need another Canadian team in there for the Blue Jays.
Does it not perplex your mind that the Toronto Blue Jays from Canada play in the American League?
I'd be lying if I said it didn't cross my mind. I would really be lying if I said I've never thought about that.
It perturbs me so much. It grinds my gears.
Well, because we own America. We own Canada. We helped them out so many times. We gave them a nice border. Like, it's great.
Political pits coming at you.
I just heard that in a stand-up thing, and I thought it was fucking incredible. I thought that was a hell of a line. No, but Canada's great, but like
politics.
It's the last thing I did. I took one political science class in college, and it was for my grandpa, and I just was so lost in it. Everyone's getting all, crazy and hot and bothered about things. I'm just like, all right, like can we just all get along? Why can't we just be friends? I'm being like Darius Slay in that whole thing. I'm just the peacemaker. Shout
out John Cena. Nashville's almost a certified lock in my brain with baseball expansion.
Yeah, that's
what
why
Dombrowski was doing before he came to the Phillies. He was building the cachet Nashville expansion.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, Big Daddy Dave, you ain't going anywhere, pal.
No, sit your ass down.
Yeah, get on the phone and get Marcus Stroman in a fucking Phillies uniform.
That's your job for this week.
Let's go. It's July 17th, Dave. What are we doing?
A few more days, the countdown begins.
Go to the phones. Let's get it cooking.
Let's get it going.
I think the Carolinas are gonna be one of them too. I don't know why.
There's not a lot of teams in that area, and
it makes it closer for Atlanta.
Yeah,
Florida.
They're big baseball too down there, and to not have a major league team, it is a little odd. So I get that aspect of it. Oh, bye-bye. Yeah, I get that.
Bye-bye.
Wow. Sorry, the Astros Angels just ended in the most crazy way.
Who won?
Not the good guys. Not the those from above. There was four runs scored in the ninth for the Astros to come back.
Wow.
It was pretty good.
Should we end on a brink bonk bump?
Well, we got to find out who's horny, Kyle.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. It's brought to you by our friends at Tomahawk Shades, the best small batch eyewear in the game. They've got the sunglasses, the blue light glasses, prescription lenses, and everything in between. They've been rocking with us since 2020, guys, so that's how you know they're legit. They got on board during a pandy wandy and said, hey, let's get with these guys because they know what they're doing.
Because that's what's in.
TomahawkShades.com and use promo code USP for 25% off at checkout. That's promo code USP at TomahawkShades.com for 25% off your order Pitts. It's the Brink Bonk Bump of the Week. I'll let you start. Who is getting the Brink from old Patty Pitts?
You know what? I'll make it relevant for the show. It's DeAndre Hopkins is getting the Brink. And I know it's going to sound great, but I'm taking the physical matter. Like, he's getting the Brink truck. He's getting the bag. He got what he wanted. He wanted the most money. There's a lot of players in the NFL right now that really just don't care about winning a Super Bowl. They just want to get the money and play their games during the regular season, maybe be in the playoffs to say that they did. And that's just what it seems like DeAndre Hopkins is at in his career, where he realized that maybe it's just not in the cards for me. So then he chased the money. He's going to be on a very mid vanilla team in the Titans. They're going to go 8-9 or 7-10 again, not make the playoffs, while the Patriots grind their way to a playoff, finally find their way, and you could have been on that team, but you chose to go with the protege instead of the master. And you got your bag. So, you got your bag. I'm not saying you don't deserve it. You do. You should be getting paid good money as, I would say, the best receiver in the league, one of my favorite receivers. But you did it at the expense of tearing at my heartstrings. So hope the money keeps you warm at night.
I am going to go with, for my Brink, Bryce Harper. Because he's back, baby. The drought is over. The home run drought is over. Hit his first home run since May 25th this weekend. Wow. You're telling me
that's a long time.
He's going to go on a power surge now and get the bats booming. Craig Kimbrell caught the home run one-handed in the bullpen. Bryce hadn't hit a home run in so long he forgot to shout out the bullpen as he was rounding the bases, so he got on the bullpen phone to call and thank him.
That's incredible. That's awesome. Love shit like that.
So I'm going to go with Bryce Harper for my Brink. Your bonk. Who's horny this week, Pat?
Yo, it is the wrestling community. Okay. There is a lot of pictures, those camera shots of the different female wrestlers with their ring gear and have certain things popping out because like camera shots are bad. I'm seeing it all over my feed because this one wrestler, Sky Blue in All Elite Wrestling, she's very pretty, very attractive assets, and they're just camera shots of her, in, we'll say, promiscuous positions, being pinned and whatnot. And I'm just being retweeted by people, and I'm like, I can't like this. I just can't. I like seeing it tonight. It's great, but you're the horny ones, not I.
My bonk of the week. It's got to go to the Daily Loud on Twitter. They keep posting thirst traps on Twitter of famous celebrities. But the old Twitter user note section where they put context behind something, somebody posted on one of Jennifer Lawrence. They said, "It's fake. The hand has 6 fingers. Stop being horny on Maine and posting AI-generated photos of real people. For Christ's sake. Daily Loud, I'm going to need you to turn it down a notch."
Yeah, you can't. Come on. I mean, that's out there. Keep it to yourself. That's incredible.
You're horny on Maine. This is back-to-back weeks Daily Loud has been involved in my bonk.
They have. It's 2 weeks in a row.
Now they're getting called out. Pitsy, who's getting the bump this week from you? Who's taking a seat?
It's taking a seat. I had one. I forgot it. Who is taking a seat? It's gonna be me. I'm gonna keep it to baseball because I'm gonna keep with this baseball theme. I'm gonna take a seat. It's gonna be me because I haven't been to a Sox game all year. I was talking about this with my peepsy last night because they're trying to go on Friday. I can't because your boy has to be at work at 4 a.m. the next day. But I just haven't been to a Sox game, and I'm really pissed myself. And I need to take a seat and maybe get online and buy some tickets.
You got to do one of those deals where, since you don't work Mondays, you got to go on a Sunday.
I know. I got to do that.
Let's fix this for old Patty Pitts right now. Let's take a look at the Red Sox schedule.
Yeah, I got to find this out because This week, buying tickets isn't going to happen because we have a big week with wrestling. We're going to Kowloon to see the old boy Matt Hardy and his live podcast,
Pitsy,
and then the next day is AEW.
When is wrestling for you?
When is wrestling?
Yeah, when are you going? When are you going to this wrestling event? When is
I'm going Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
Okay, so here's the thing. You have a prime opportunity this coming up weekend.
Okay.
Because the Sox are playing Sunday night baseball
against the Mets.
The Mets.
I just saw this because I was watching the Stros and Angels. Oh, I would love to go to the Sox.
You could lull Mets in person.
And I could laugh and at the Mets and oh my God, yes. All right.
Hardcore. Meet the Mets.
I do get paid this week. I get paid on Wednesday.
You could meet the Mets.
I think we just solved the problem.
You could go hardcore for the brand, Pat Pitts. And let's see what days of the week these are, just for context for old Patty Boy. Okay. You also have a prime opportunity here, Sunday afternoon, 12:05 p.m. Early, you be out of there by like 3:30, 4 o'clock. Still have the rest of the afternoon and the evening on a Sunday. August 13th, your Boston Red Sox are playing host to your Detroit Tigers.
Ooh. That's the one Detroit team I don't know a lot about. But we support Detroit, #OnePride. So I would love to.
You could also tap in on August 27th. Is that correct? Yes, August 27th at 1:35 p.m. and say hello to your old pal, Mookie Betts, as the Dodgers come to town. The Mook Man.
I would like to see that too. All right, so we got some games lined up. I like this. All
games.
Right.
You also have, I don't know what days of the week this is because math is hard.
Math is kind of hard. So I'm a words guy.
You could also take a day off in the middle of the week in September and go to the old rivalry, Yankees Sox at Fenway. In September.
Yeah, September that's beginning of fall. Things are starting to get cooler.
You could also do a late September Sox series. The White Sox coming to town to play the Red Sox.
There's a lot of opportunities there. I watched Bennett come back.
As long as he's still on the Sox.
Oh, true. He's a big trade line. The
White Sox are having a fire sale.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, they're terrible.
Okay, yeah.
I saw a tweet. Tim Anderson, who was one of my favorite players in baseball. He's the most Dodgers trade deadline acquisition of all time, too, by the way. I'm putting that out there. Tariq Skubal, who pitches for the Detroit Tigers, has pitched, had Tommy John surgery, came back, got injured again, and came back since the last time Tim Anderson hit a home run.
That's outrageous.
Bonkos.
That is bonkos. Maybe he needs to take a seat too.
Taking a seat for me this week. I hate to do it to him. Derek Hall, you got to take a seat, pal. You know, your nickname is Long Ball Hall. You got called back up after hitting 308 and bopping the ball down at AAA. You haven't been Long Ball Hall since. You got to take a seat, pal. You got to take a seat. And that's why Bryce Harper, one day this week, he's playing first base for the Phillies against the Brewers. Opening up that outfield. Opening it up. Schwarber to the DH.
That is a heavy
Johan
power
Rojas made his debut this weekend. Woo. Baseball is life. He's so good. He's going to be so good.
That's awesome.
Makes me so happy to have good prospects in this system.
That's incredible.
Oh, I love it. That's going to do it. There's our Brink Bonk Bump of the episode. Make sure you guys are following us at Underground PHI on all the socials. Twitter, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, at Underground PHI. Facebook.com/UndergroundSportsPHI. Twitch.tv/UndergroundSportsPHI. Follow me on Twitter at KBIZZL311. Follow Pitsy at follow my Instagram and Threads at KBIZZLE11. Follow Pitts on Twitter at Pat_Pitts and at Pitsy35 on Instagram and Threads. Subscribe to the podcast feed on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you decide to consume your podcasts. Leave those 5-star ratings and reviews. Keep downloading the audio version of the podcast. It really does help. Helps more people find the show. Helps us continue to grow. And subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. YouTube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. That's where you get full video episodes of this show twice a week. Every show on our network. Clips, shorts, live streams, original video content. All of it's on our YouTube channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers before September 4th. Otherwise, DJ has to move to
DJ's
Alaska.
gone.
He's
We
gone.
don't want that.
He's in Alaska. The Wi-Fi out there, terrible. Subscribe, youtube.com/@Underground Sports Philadelphia. And we're at 516 subscribers. Subscribe. Be a friend. Tell a friend. And, of course, this podcast presented by the city of Vineland. And get the ad read up here because my computer's going all wonky because I'm doing this data transfer, so my Apple ID's all out.
Oh, jeez. You got a whole fucking
It's a whole
ton of
mess. It's going to be a late night. And that's why I took off of work, too, you know?
Yeah.
That's
Smart
why
call.
You do
Smart
things.
call.
But the city of Vineland, whether you're a company looking to expand, relocate, or you're a new business startup, selecting the right location is critical to your success. Vineland, New Jersey offers both an affordable business location and an excellent quality of life. The city's economic development department is a one-stop source for moving your project through the development and approval process. Their goal is to make this process as smooth as possible and to provide the fastest turnaround times in the region. If you're considering potential locations for your operation, contact the Vineland Economic Development Team at 856-794-4100. That's 856-794-4100, where it's Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season. And big thank you to Security 21 Security Systems and Paul J. Gillespie Incorporated for their continued support of this podcast. And be sure to get your merch at phiapparel.co, code underground for 10% off any and all merch orders. And this has been episode number 551 of Underground Sports Philadelphia. Matt is back in the seat on Wednesday with Italy stories that I can't wait to hear. And then Pitsy will be back going into the week. Another Sunday episode with Patty Pitts. But until then, we're getting the heck up out of here. We are signing off. Peace.